past 2 weeks, whether or not they want Mubarak to step down. Only they want change, and they want change right away. But here he is. He's smiling. He's happy, although I suspect he's got a lot of other stuff on his mind. Let's listen to him.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody, please have a seat. Have a seat. It is wonderful to be here in the Upper Peninsula with so many Yoopers. How many of you are Green Bay fans, too? Yeah. I've been seeing too many Green Bay fans lately. It is great to be here. It is great to be at Northern Michigan University. We've got some wonderful guests here that I just want to mention. First of all, somebody who is as good a public servant, not just good at what he does, but good at heart, and works tirelessly on behalf of the entire state. Your senior senator, Carl Levin, is here. So. Now, his partner in the Senate could not be here because she's actually leading a Democratic caucus retreat, but she's been fighting for manufacturing, for broadband, for a lot of the things that we're talking about here today. So I just want to acknowledge Debbie Stabenow, who deeply cares about the work that you do up here. I want to thank the great hospitality of Mayor John Cavella, who's been showing me around town. Thank you so much, Mayor Cavella. The president of Northern Michigan University, Dr. Les Wong, is here. And all of you are here. And you guys are pretty special. Absolutely. Before I begin, I just want to say that we are following today's events in Egypt very closely. And we'll have more to say as this plays out. But what is absolutely clear is that we are witnessing history unfold. It's a moment of transformation that's taking place because the people of Egypt are calling for change. And they've turned out in extraordinary numbers, representing all ages and all walks of life. But it's young people who've been at the forefront. A new generation, your generation, who want their voices to be heard. And so going forward, we want those young people and we want all Egyptians to know America will continue to do everything that we can to support an orderly and genuine transition to democracy in Egypt. Now, as we watch what's taking place, we're also reminded that we live in an interconnected world. What happens across the globe has an impact on each and every one of us. And that's why I've come to Marquette today. Not only because it's beautiful, and the people are really nice, which is true, but I've come here because in the 21st century, it's not just the big cities where change is happening. It's also in towns like this, where the jobs and businesses of tomorrow will take root, and where young and talented Americans can lead. It's towns like this where our economic future will be won. Now, in the short term, the best thing we can do to speed up economic growth is to make sure families and businesses have more money to spend. And that's exactly what, I got a little applause there. That's exactly why we passed those tax cuts in December. That's what it's doing. Because Democrats and Republicans came together, Americans' paychecks will be a little bigger this year. And businesses will be able to write off their investments. And companies will grow. And they'll add workers. But we've got more to do. Our measure of success has to be whether every American who wants a job can find a job.
All right,
Whether this
so there
country
he
is
is, the
still...
President of the United States. He's moving on to domestic economic issues right now. He's got his prepared remarks, but we heard just now the President saying this is a historic moment in Egypt right now, a moment of transformation. The people of Egypt are calling for change, and he promises that the United States of America will do everything it can to help the people of Egypt with an orderly and genuine transition to democracy in Egypt. Hala Garani is here with me as well. Hala, Nile TV, the state TV in Egypt, it's fascinating. They were broadcasting live what the President of the United States was saying just then about Egypt. It indicates to me, and as a longtime observer of what's going on in Egypt, once state television, the state media, begins to